Hello and merry meet. I'm Lady Tehila from the Coven of the Open Mind, and you're watching Sabbaths 101. Hail and welcome. The topic this time is Lughnasadh, celebration of the first harvest, the wheat harvest, and the celebration of the self-sacrifice of the god Lugh, god of the harvest and the crop. And today he surrenders his flesh for us, as they say, a sacrifice that is mirrored by all of nature. And really, it is the sacrifice that nature must make for all things that are alive, so they may remain alive. So on this day, we give the utmost thanks to all of the various machinations of nature, all of the weavings of the great web of life that keeps us all alive and thriving and really living. And we embody life and really living as a testament of our thanks. So there's ale, there's freshly brewed ales and meads, things that come from the recent harvest and that are warmed by the sun or cooled by some ice brought down from the high mountains, right? So either cool over ice because it's summer or warmed in the sun naturally later in the evening time. And it is just a celebration to remind us why wheat is the sacred grain. Throughout the day, fresh bread is made in preparation for an evening feast. There's a lot of bread, oftentimes more than one different kind of bread, more than one kind of loaf of bread. Outdoor games are common during the day, especially mallet games, due to the phallic symbolism and the fact that this is a very masculine holiday still. Bonfires are common in the evening and throughout the night. And you're just burning all of the excess wood all about your covenstead this time of year. Fire is a theme of this holiday, as Leo is prominent in the sky this time of year. Often wicker dolls are made out of corn, husks from some of the earliest corn that's harvested, or from the wheat. Wicker dolls are made, or effigies, to represent divinity, and then those are often burned in the evening bonfire as a way of representing the sacrifice that nature makes to keep us alive. As for what people eat, pies are really common. Anything that has wheat in it, so pies, right, especially cobblers and the kinds of pie that has a top crust. Fruit pies, most of all, berries, apples, peaches are often fresh this time of year. Pears as well. Blueberry cobblers are especially common. Mulberry, raspberry, name a berry. All kinds of meat are common this time of year. This is often considered to be the slaughter holiday for those who eat meat and who live in those kinds of cycles. This is the holiday where they would, honor the lives of those animals whose time has come and slaughter and begin to prepare that flesh for storage and for the whole year to come. Older animals meet their end this time of year, and they are repurposed into our lives in some new way that still is useful and sustains us all, and we remember them and honor them, and that is the circle of life. So that said, it's mammal meat that's the most common on the table. You'll see beef, venison, goat, pork as well for those who eat pigs, and stuff like that. Especially baked into loaves or cooked on a grill, barbecues are still common this time of year. There's a lot of fresh tomatoes coming from the garden this time of year as well, so tomato sauce is common, barbecue and barbecue sauce, especially barbecue shredded meat, things that can cook in a slow cooker while you're out enjoying the summer all day long, and then you can eat it nice and hot around a campfire in the evening. Beans are common this time of year as well, so are salads with fresh veggies straight out of the garden, chives, garlic, and aromatics, things that keep bugs away, truffles, anything that is aromatic, and any kind of fresh herb from the garden. Mint is common. You can see the mint abundant in our yard, as well as chives and all sorts of plants that you can just reach down and pick up and throw right in your salad. And that is the season of Lughnasadh. Abundance, thanks for that abundance and the knowledge that winter shall come before too long. So you may as well savor it and celebrate the day. Sometimes zucchini and eggplant is ready for our harvest this time of year, so that's common as well, especially fried. Anything fried and battered is common, fried chicken as well, that sort of stuff, all very common. Bread, and more bread, of course. All day bread, all different kinds of bread. I go a little bit crazy making bread. I can't even eat it, but I make it because baking bread is itself a ritual and an educational experience in communing with life because of the yeast. And I just love fungus and love yeast and love baking bread and making pizza and all the kinds of foods you eat this time of year, even though I don't eat them. So now you know why everyone hangs around my cup instead. For drinks, of course, we have any kind of ale, wheat, barley, or rye. Doesn't make a difference. Ales all the way. Any kind of beer, especially IPAs as well. Anything freshly harvested or freshly brewed. Sweet teas. Tea is common. Bitter reds, dry whites. Less of the sweet wines, more of the more mature palate wines, the things that take longer to cure. Tea, green or black or both, very common, especially sweetened over ice. Other associations of the day include, of course, the scent of the harvest, of the farm, bonfire smell, bread, baking bread, baked goods in the oven, cereal baking. Braiding loaves is common this time of year, even still. Wicker, the smell of wicker and baskets and fresh baskets and weaving and wicker dolls and effigies. Those are the most common crafts still this time of year, using all of the materials of the harvest, not letting anything go to waste. There are so many supplies to be found out in nature this time of year. All you have to do is go outside, look for some supplies, look for a wand, look for some herbs. You'll find everything you need. You don't have to spend a cent at the store. You'll find everything you need out in nature. Wands are common to make this time of year, as well as brooms, the phallic shapes, those that embody masculinity and are meant to capture the god. Very common to find those tools in nature and craft those this time of year. It's really the start of craft season, if you will, with all the excess supplies lying around. You get out your crafting supplies and make something from it all. So get outside and enjoy the waning sunlight and stay cool and be grateful. Celebrate your abundance and celebrate your life, because in a sense, it has already started to die. We're past the peak of summer. We can already feel the trees beginning to fade ever so slightly. Autumn is approaching, spooky season is coming. It's the first harvest, and you can't ignore that theme of sacrifice and loss and waning that is in the air as the days get shorter and shorter. And even still, you can feel in your heart the love and the light of summer, which never fades inside of you. So burn bright this Lughnasadh and blessed harvest. And from all of us here at the Coven of the Open Mind, blessed be you.